Dilbar stands among the largest and most extraordinary yachts ever built. Its enormous scale is obvious at sea, but understanding how it was built requires looking back. So, where does the construction of a yacht this large actually begin? Before anything takes shape, the project needs a shipyard capable of handling its extraordinary size. Construction begins with large sections of marine-grade metal cut precisely for the yacht structure. Those individual components are then shaped and prepared before becoming part of something much larger. One by one, enormous structural sections are brought together to form the yacht's growing framework. Against the unfinished structure, the people building Dilbar appear remarkably small. Slowly, separate sections begin forming a recognizable silhouette of the extraordinary yacht taking shape. The next stage begins as massive steel sections are moved toward the main assembly area. Before joining them together, each section must be positioned and aligned with extreme precision. Once aligned, the separate sections are permanently joined, creating a much larger structural foundation. With every new section added, the enormous hull gradually becomes longer and increasingly recognizable. Construction then moves upward as additional structural levels begin forming the yacht's multiple decks. Inside the structure, empty spaces already reveal the complex framework behind the future yacht. As construction expands, multiple teams begin working simultaneously across different sections of the growing vessel. From a distance, the separate structures finally begin resembling the silhouette of a superyacht. What began as individual components is now becoming one enormous structure with a recognizable identity. As the hull grows, construction continues upward to form the yacht's increasingly complex superstructure. Each level must connect precisely, creating a structure capable of supporting everything built above. Large openings are then prepared, gradually defining the exterior architecture and future spaces inside. Inside, empty structural spaces begin developing into corridors that will eventually connect different areas. Vertical connections are also added, allowing movement between the many levels taking shape inside. Together, these separate spaces create an increasingly complex structure spread across multiple interconnected levels. From the outside, Dilbar's proportions now begin revealing the distinctive profile of a modern superyacht. Inside, the scale feels increasingly architectural, with enormous spaces waiting for their final transformation. After months of structural work, Dilbar is finally beginning to resemble the yacht it will become. With the structure in place, workers begin preparing the hidden spaces for essential systems. Thousands of electrical cables must now be routed through the yacht before the interior is completed. At the same time, pipes are installed throughout spaces that will eventually disappear behind finished surfaces. Slowly, empty compartments begin filling with the hidden infrastructure needed to support the entire yacht. Different teams work simultaneously across the vessel, installing systems long before the finished interiors appear. Before these spaces are closed, every hidden connection must be installed and carefully checked. Once the essential systems are in place, walls and partitions begin transforming the open structure. The empty framework gradually becomes a series of rooms, preparing Dilbar for detailed interior construction. With the structure and hidden systems complete, the next transformation can finally begin inside Dilbar. Before luxury takes shape, thousands of cables, pipes, and systems must be installed throughout the yacht. Slowly, mechanical systems fill the hidden spaces behind rooms that will eventually appear effortlessly luxurious. Empty spaces then begin transforming into rooms as walls and partitions are installed with precision. Once the structural work is complete, construction shifts toward detailed craftsmanship using premium materials. Inside an interior this luxurious, even the smallest mistake can become immediately visible and impossible to ignore. Gradually, spaces once filled with exposed steel begin transforming into Dilbar's private interior. Behind the luxurious surfaces, essential systems remain hidden yet accessible whenever maintenance is required. But building luxury on this scale creates new challenges throughout every part of the yacht. Despite its enormous size, the yacht's final quality is still defined by precision measured in millimeters. The materials that will define Dilbar's interior are carefully selected and prepared by skilled craftsmen. Each wooden surface is carefully shaped and finished before becoming part of Dilbar's private interior. Large stone surfaces must be installed with extreme precision, ensuring every pattern and connection aligns perfectly. As premium materials cover the walls, the raw construction slowly begins disappearing beneath refined interior surfaces. Above the rooms, ceilings and architectural details are installed to complete the interior's overall design. Once installed, lighting begins revealing textures, materials, and architectural details that define the atmosphere inside. As the larger work is completed, smaller details begin defining the level of quality throughout Dilbar. For the first time, completed spaces begin revealing what life inside Dilbar may eventually feel like. The contrast is now unmistakable as unfinished construction gives way to spaces designed for extraordinary luxury. With construction behind it, Dilbar's completed interior finally begins revealing the world created within. Inside the main lounge, the scale feels closer to a residence than a traditional yacht. Every surface and piece of furniture is designed to combine comfort with exceptional craftsmanship. Private dining spaces bring the atmosphere of an exclusive residence into the middle of the ocean. Elegant corridors connect these rooms, allowing the interior to function as one carefully planned environment. Here, luxury is defined not only by size, but by details visible in every direction. The interior's extraordinary volume creates a sense of space rarely associated with a privately owned yacht. Moving between these spaces, Dilbar begins feeling less like a vessel and more like a private residence. As the crew prepares each room, Dilbar begins transitioning from a finished project into a living environment. But beyond Dilbar's public spaces, what creates the privacy expected inside a yacht of this scale? Private suites provide separate living environments designed for comfort, privacy, and extended time spent at sea. Layered layouts and carefully separated rooms allow private areas to remain distinct from the yacht's public spaces. Away from the main activity, these quieter spaces offer a different way to experience life aboard. Wellness areas extend the onboard experience beyond accommodation, creating dedicated spaces for rest and personal relaxation. Even these private interiors offer a sense of scale rarely expected within a privately owned yacht. Behind every prepared room, the crew quietly coordinates countless details before guests ever step inside. Once guests arrive, these completed interiors begin serving the purpose they were designed to fulfill. At this point, Dilbar feels less like transportation and more like a private world at sea. Beyond Dilbar's interiors, another part of the experience begins the moment you step outside. Across its open decks, Dilbar provides enormous outdoor spaces designed for relaxation, entertainment, and life at sea. Here, the surrounding ocean becomes part of the experience, visible from nearly every outdoor space. Even the pool area is designed as part of a much larger outdoor living environment. Moving outside transforms the experience again, replacing enclosed privacy with open horizons and endless water. These decks are not simply places to admire the yacht, but spaces designed for everyday life. Behind that experience, a professional crew quietly manages the countless details that keep everything running smoothly. From the deck, Dilbar's enormous structure reveals another dimension of its scale and architectural presence. Far from land, the yacht creates a private environment where the horizon becomes the only boundary. But once guests step aboard, what keeps an operation of this scale running every day? A yacht this large depends on specialized teams working across different departments throughout every journey. From the bridge, officers continuously monitor navigation, weather conditions, and the yacht's progress across open water. Behind the scenes, careful coordination helps every department respond smoothly to the changing demands of each day. From hospitality to maintenance, different teams handle responsibilities that guests may rarely notice during their stay. Each day begins with preparation, ensuring every space is ready before guests begin using the yacht. The best luxury service often goes unnoticed because everything appears effortless when every detail works properly. Together, these different responsibilities turn Dilbar from an extraordinary yacht into a functioning world at sea. Behind Dilbar's luxury experience are the people whose daily work keeps that world moving forward. Once everything is prepared, Dilbar becomes more than a place to stay. It becomes the journey itself. With the open sea ahead, the yacht can carry its guests between destinations in complete privacy. From the deck, every journey becomes part of the experience as the surrounding world slowly changes. Approaching a destination by private yacht offers a very different experience from arriving through conventional travel. The coastline is no longer just something to visit, but part of the journey itself. From the yacht, private tenders provide a direct connection between life on board and the surrounding destination. Guests can explore beyond the yacht, knowing their private space remains waiting nearby on the water. And when the day ends, Dilbar is still there, offering the comfort of returning home. As one destination fades behind them, another journey begins across the water ahead. In the end, Dilbar was designed not only to reach destinations, but to redefine the journey. Wherever Dilbar travels, its private world moves with it across the water. Each arrival offers a new destination without requiring guests to leave their private surroundings. From ashore, Dilbar's scale becomes even clearer against the coastline surrounding the vessel. The location may change, but the experience on board remains entirely connected to the yacht. As the journey continues, every coastline and horizon becomes part of Dilbar's changing surroundings. Inside, familiar spaces remain unchanged while the world outside continues moving from one destination to another. Eventually, every destination is left behind, and the journey returns once again to open water. Far from land, the horizon slowly removes every reminder of where the journey began. And surrounded by the same vast ocean, the story finally returns to where it began. What remains is more than a yacht, but the result of an extraordinary journey. After years of planning and construction, every part of Dilbar finally comes together as one vessel. Seen from above, Dilbar's enormous scale becomes easier to understand against the surrounding open ocean. What appears effortless today is the result of years spent solving thousands of complex challenges. Every interior, system, surface, and detail had to work together before the yacht could be completed. At 156 meters long, Dilbar remains one of the largest yachts ever built by length. Its construction took years, requiring constant coordination between designers, engineers, craftsmen, and hundreds of specialists. With an estimated value near $800 million, Dilbar represents an extraordinary private investment. But its significance goes beyond cost, combining engineering, craftsmanship, and scale in a single project. And after everything it took to build, the story returns once again to the open sea. There, Dilbar continues forward, leaving behind the journey that transformed an ambitious idea into reality.